Wow, people used to genuinely be afraid of riding their sailboats. When they first invented sailboats, they were scared to ride them too far for fear that they might fall off the end of the world, because the belief was that the world was flat.
Okay, it was a flat disc, a circular disc.
Okay.
Right.
For thousands of years, the general public thought that the Earth was flat and everything revolved around it.
It wasn't just our ego that supported the idea that we are in the center of all things. It kind of made sense when you thought about it.
Kindergarten.
Then, Nicolaus Copernicus came around with his spanking new theory. The theory said that the Earth wasn't flat and definitely not the center of anything.
No one likes to be wrong, especially ignorant people. No one wants to figure out that their understanding of the world is flawed or foolish. That's why narrow-minded people display an unrelenting loyalty to their opinion.
Okay, so then we developed enough understanding to come to the belief that the world is round, and as such, you cannot fall off the end of the Earth.
I would call the flat Earth a belief and the round Earth a fact.
Okay, there you go.
Shut up, science bitch.
Start super early. One of the first things we're taught
as a baby, as a toddler,
the Earth is round, and they just pound this into you. And most of us go through our lives without ever doubting this assertion.
what you learned in kindergarten.
It generally goes unchallenged as an obvious fact, rather than a debatable claim.
Kindergarten.
86% of voters think that Biden is too old, but 82% of voters think the world is round. There are more flat earthers than there are people who think that Biden should be running. There are more flat earthers than there are Biden supporters who think he's fit.
It's not that we believe Earth is a sphere.
Okay, so we said
you will be healed if you believe. When you have evidence, you no longer need to invoke the word believe.
Okay, we learned that the world is round, and as such, you cannot fall off the end of it.
People don't know what science is or how and why it works.
Science is mainly about gaining power over the world.
We own the science, and we think that the world, should know it.
And she said she wants you to know that they own the science. They own the science. So they can lie about it, they can manipulate it, they can deceive you, and they do. You notice, there's no debate. Where's the scientific debate? Where are the individuals that disagree with the concepts and conclusions of the we own the science crowd?
It asked you to debate one of them flat earth guys.
No, I can't, no.
You're gonna have them on Skype.
No.
You don't want to have arguments about it. You want to shut down the debate before the debate even happens.
That is something that should not be debated. Does not belong in front of an audience getting debated.
They don't have the debate because they know they would lose it.
I don't have the energy to fight all of that. I just teach people sort of how to think. Train your mind.
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
Can't we just have an open conversation in this country anymore?
The whole scientific method that we seem to have forgotten about that requires questioning and requires discourse.
No, not at all. Because it threatens their power. Because they have an open conversation, they can't win.
Task is to get people thinking straight in the first place.
Listen to what this guy says.
Main mission is really to change how people view the world.
Mapping the world was the first step to conquering it.
When they empty your brain, they will inject the slave mind.
Let's say you have a slave who's actively trying to find their freedom but doesn't know where the door is. That's not great if you're a slave owner, right? So you'd much rather have a slave that knows exactly where the door is, can leave anytime they want, and choose not to.
They're even attempting to destroy your own faith in your own eyes.
Yeah, it looks really straight, but it's not, because the Earth is a sphere.
They tell you you're wrong. They tell you your eyes are wrong.
It's a brainwashing tactic of giving over your free will to an authority. It does not look like you're on a spinning ball. There's no evidence with your eyes or hands or ears or anything that you're on a spinning ball. So to accept that worldview means that you're putting another entity above yourself when it comes to discernment. And once you do that, then they got you.
They've won. They control your brain.
If you can't believe your own eyes, then what can you believe?
It's got nothing to do with this. That's you trying to be human about this. Don't be human. That mess you up.
Your brain is wrong. Do you understand that they're doing this so that when you can't trust your own eyes, that they can just tell you the most blatant lies in the world and you have to believe them?
We have to train ourselves to trust the data.
You don't know where your feet are planted. You can be manipulated. You can be pushed and spun around in space, and you can be turned around, and you can be lied to about anything.
If you are in error about where you live, then every single decision you make will be coming from a place of error at its foundation. You have no solid foundation to make any decision about anything. You are spinning in imaginary space.
500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
Clearly, Earth can't be moving. Of course, we're not rotating either. Everything is moving around us. It's flat.
Perfectly flat. Flat.
Absolutely flat.
Always flat. Always level.
I would rather be thought as a moron for not trusting criminals than a fucking sellout and a traitor for defending them.